The Quran as physical manuscript, why Isnad is irrelevant. Imagine archaeologists unearth a complete Quran manuscript from a sealed cave. Oxford Carbon dates it to 620 to 640 CE. The text matches every Quran on earth. Now here is the question: what chain of narration would you require to accept it? The answer is none. The manuscript is self-authenticating. Carbon dating does not need a narrator. God's promise of preservation. Absolutely, we have revealed the reminder, and absolutely, we will preserve it. The manuscript evidence proves he kept this promise. In which hadith other than God and his revelations do they believe? The Isnad system exists to authenticate hadith, texts that God himself warned us not to uphold. The physical manuscript evidence. The Birmingham Quran, carbon dated to 568 to 645 CE, contains chapters 18, 19, and 20. Every word matches modern Qurans. The Sana'a manuscripts, the Topkapi Codex, the Samarkand Codex, the Berlin fragments, all separated by thousands of miles and centuries of history, all contain identical text. The Hadith manuscript gap. The Prophet died in 632. Bukhari compiled his collection 200 years later, but the earliest surviving manuscript of Bukhari dates to 1017 CE, 385 years after the Prophet. During this entire period, there is zero physical evidence. The source that needs no authentication is subjected to Isnad. The sources that desperately need it cannot provide it. The Hafs chain disaster. 95% of all printed Qurans use the Hafs reading, yet the Hadith scholar's own verdict on Hafs ibn Sulaiman is devastating. Yahya ibn Ma'in declared him a liar. Bukhari declared him abandoned. Al-Nasai said not trustworthy. The man through whom the recitation passes was condemned by the very scholars whose methodology is used to authenticate it. You shall not accept any information unless you verify it for yourself. God commands us to verify. When the greatest scholars declare a narrator a liar and we accept his transmission anyway, we violate this command. The Abu Huraira problem. Abu Huraira spent 3 to 4 years with the Prophet, yet narrated 5,374 hadiths. Abu Bakr, the Prophet's closest friend for 23 years, narrated only 142. Ali called Abu Huraira the greatest liar. Umar beat him and accused him of fabrication. This is the most prolific narrator in the Isnad system. God preserved what he promised. No falsehood could enter it, in the past or in the future. A revelation from a most wise, praiseworthy. The messenger said, "My Lord, my people have deserted this Quran." The Prophet's community deserted the Quran by supplementing it with hadith and by demanding Isnad chains for a book that God himself promised to preserve. As Rashad Khalifa explained, God brought to us the Quran out of Muhammad's mouth. If you follow any other sources besides the Quran, you will be disobeying God, because clearly God says the Quran is fully detailed. You don't need anything else. The Quran's authority rests on verifiable physical evidence and divine promise. Manuscripts from the Prophet's era match the text we read today. The Isnad system is a human invention applied to a divine book. It is irrelevant. The Quran is preserved as God promised, and the case is closed. Absolutely, we have revealed the reminder, and absolutely, we will preserve it. Subscribe for more Quran Alone studies. Join us at discord.gg/submission.